this Good Friday. Welcome to the Wallen Gateway Kids and welcome to the Roxy Kids Club Kids. Welcome to another episode of Church in the Lounge Room. Well, actually, it's going to be in the kitchen today, and there's a reason for it. Remember how last Sunday we saw how Jesus went to Jerusalem with his disciples to celebrate the Passover meal. During that Passover meal, Jesus and his disciples would have made unleavened bread, matzah it's called. And the Jewish people still today celebrate the Passover with matzah bread, unleavened bread. Now we use it as well when we have our Lord's Supper at the church. And for this coming Sunday, we're all going to have the Lord's Supper together. So I thought we could make this matzah bread together. In the Bible, there's a real symbolic meaning about bread. There's on one hand the leavened bread that has the yeast in it, and there's on the other hand the unleavened bread that has no yeast in it. Now the leavened bread with the yeast in it is going to rise and rise and rise and have lots of big bubbles in it, and is all going to be puffed up and is a symbol for arrogance. You know, all about being puffed up about ourselves, being all about ourselves and being arrogant. Where the flatbread is about humility, not rising, not full of ourselves. It's a symbol of a sinless life. Now there's only one person in this world who's ever lived a sinless life, and this is Jesus. So that matzah, that bread, becomes a symbol of Jesus' life. And the interesting thing is that the Jewish people pierce it in stripes. And we read in the Bible that the sinless life of Jesus has been pierced and has been whipped. You know, that there are stripes all over Jesus' body. And we read also that by Jesus' blood, by his blood, and by his stripes, we are healed. So, in preparation for this Sunday, we're going to make the matzah. So all you need is a cup of flour, plain flour, half a cup of water, and a tablespoon of olive oil, and a teaspoon of salt. So we're going to add the flour and water into a bowl. And the salt and the oil. And then you're allowed to use your hands and mix it all up. If it is a little bit wet, you can just add a sprinkle of flour and knead that in. Once you've kneaded it together, you take it out, put flour on the table, plenty of it, and knead the dough a little bit more. Next, you tear off little bits, roll them into a ball, and then take your rolling pin and roll it nice and flat, making sure that you have plenty of flour on it. Once it's looking nice and flat like this, you get yourself an oven tray. And place it on there. Once it's on your oven tray, you pierce it with a fork in stripes, like this. So that's done. Now the matzah goes into the oven at a very hot oven of about 250 degrees Celsius for roughly 5 minutes. minutes is up and we're going to get our matzo out. Still very hot, but you can see how it's nice and browned in some spots and still light on others. Ooh. So this is the story of the matzo bread. I wish you all a very blessed Good Friday.